What's up, guys? Welcome back to SuperMoto Bros. We got the Honda CRF 450 here today, and you know what we're doing? We're putting the gas tank on there. We got the IMS 3-gallon tank. Buddy Joey here, we're gonna get this taken care of while we're drinking some brewskis.
Yes, sir.
And then, oh, that's right, the Yoshi showed up, the full Yoshi RSV4. We're still waiting on the ECU, but that's coming. So let's get to tearing this guy down. All right, we just took the seat off on the Honda CRF. It's just 2 bolts. These are extra long bolts because we have the rack on here, but the seat's already off. Got that seat concept seat, worth every penny to get it. All right, so took the 2 side panels off, 3 bolts each, one in the top, one in the middle, one at the bottom. Definitely make sure you organize. You got the smallest one up top, black one's in the middle, and the biggest one's on the bottom. Otherwise you'll forget and put the wrong bolt in there, it won't go incorrect. So don't do that. It was number 8 for all of them, 8mm. The seat was an Allen key. You just have to figure out what size it is, because I don't know. What's going on, guys? So you got 3 bolts. You got one here, exact same thing on the other side, one up top. So we'll work on taking that one out, and you don't need to take the plastics off because the ECU is right here. So when the ECU comes in, it's just hooked in right here. You just unplug it from this, pull that out from there, and then I believe this bracket has to come off for the new ECU. It has its own bracket. Very easy to get to, so you should just be able to take the seat off. I'll show you how to do that as well when we get to it. Alright, so we had to take the ECU off. It's in the way of the gas tank here. So you got 2 number 8 bolts. You got to use a open or a box end wrench. The whole bracket comes off as well. Make sure you don't break your clip here, and make sure you don't break this line as well. I just have it laying here. So this is the ECU. This whole thing comes off. It's only held on by this and this here, and we'll get the new one pretty soon. It's supposed to be, I think, about a month out. So by the time this video is posted, it might already be here. So we're getting onto the tank now. Alright, guys, so to take the tank off, you gotta go underneath here, unplug the electrical connection, which is this guy right here, which is your power and your miles per gallon, fuel gauge, all that stuff. And then this guy right here, pull this tab up, it slips right off of this little hose fitting here, and then the gas tank pops right off. So this is under vacuum, so no gas is coming out, so you don't have to worry about that. But that means you gotta pour it out the top, because we have to get that whole sending unit out the bottom right there. So that's next. Hold up, stop the video. So here is where we ran into problems. I'll pop a picture up right now. You should see it here. So this is the old tank. We had to take the sending unit out, which was not a problem. You know, dumping the gas is kind of a pain in the ass, but no big deal. They had to put the sending unit into the new one, and that's kind of where the instructions stopped. So they had several of the nuts that were they all looked identical according to the packaging guide. They were like a millimeter or 2 millimeters difference. I couldn't find the difference, so I struggled with that for a while. Unfortunately, I didn't get footage of that because it took so long. I was just like, man, I'm not gonna let you guys sit through that, make you guys sit through that. So put the sending unit back in. After that, put the tank back on, plugged it back in while everything was still apart. Then it wouldn't start. Dun dun dun. So I was like, okay, well, what did we do wrong? All we did was switch a tank, and I couldn't figure it out. It would crank and crank and crank. It looked like it was pulling gas. You could hear the fuel pump. I couldn't figure it out for a long time, so I walked away, ate some lunch, or maybe it was dinner at that time. It took a while, a lot longer than it should have. Should have been an hour job, So, come back, fresh eyes, and we're like, well, let's put the bike back together, because worst comes to worst, I can take it somewhere. At least it's together. When I put it all back together, it started. I was like, that's weird. So then I took it back apart and it wouldn't start again. I was like, okay, so something is electrical connections loose or grounding something. Come to find out, it's the ECU. So at this point, I didn't have the Tokyo Mods ECU. So what happens is that I'll pop it up on the screen here. Where that ECU sits, it has to be screwed in or it will not work. It is grounded there, which doesn't seem like it because it has rubber grommets and everything, but I thought it was orientation. It's not that because I just sat it there and it wouldn't work. It is grounded. In some way, shape, or form, it's grounded there. So just a heads up, if you're doing that, I didn't record it again. I'm sorry. It took so long to figure this out because it was stupid. It doesn't tell you anything like that in the instructions. So just a heads up to you if you're trying this for yourself. Let's give you a little before and after. So here's the before picture of the bike, basically how I got it. There was a couple mods done, like pegs, the grips. I just since changed that. The toolkit and rack. I think that was about it. And the brake, the rear brake was changed too. Other than that, this is how it is. And here it is now. So I'll just give you a little video, kind of, with no exhaust, stock exhaust, straight piped, and then full Yoshi. And then at the end, you'll get to see, you know, a little bit of a video of me riding it. So that's coming soon. But hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace! Now she's in neutral. Let's start her up. Buttercup. And then we're gonna throw the exhaust on there. You guys know what the stock sounds like. Crap! Okay, she's loud. Let's hear this bad boy. You heard it with no exhaust. Let's hear it with the RS4 now.